Hello and welcome to School Biz. I'm Maureen Large. Learning about our past is very important. It shows us how far we've come along and the struggles that people went through to bring us to where we are today. Now, it's one thing to read about our history in the books, but what if there was a way to make the past come alive? That's just what some 5th grade students did. 5th grade students at Thomas Edison Elementary attended an assembly that did more than just give a history lesson.
And today we did a play called Kate's Pants this morning, where I have 11 layers of clothes on, and as I talk I take off the different layers to become different women in history, like Amelia Bloomer, Sojourner Truth, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, Susan B. Anthony. And it's a lot of fun, everybody has a great time, and they learn about some of these important foremothers that they hopefully are learning about in school, but maybe haven't really been.
After the assembly, the students participated in workshops that allowed them to be a part of history.
Then what we did here today is afterwards we get to have the small group activity, which is a workshop where kids get to write their own script, they get to put on costumes, and then they perform for each other. And that is a lot of fun. The kids love doing that. The workshops last about an hour, and they're a little bit difficult. They're usually good for about 5th grade on up when they're capable of writing and writing a short. They're given the information so that they don't have to do the research, and then they write the skit based on the information that they have on a page that I give them. And they work in groups of about 4 or 5 kids. There are 3 to 4 kids usually.
Hanson says that she really enjoys coming to the schools and working with the students. And the students say that they learned some interesting things.
You weren't allowed to wear short dresses or pants, and you had to, you couldn't go to school.
Today we learned about how women wanted the rights to do things that men were able to, how they had to wear certain clothes because it was just proper for a woman to wear a dress, and how they didn't get to vote.
The clothes.
Yeah.
The costumes are handmade by Hanson and offer a variety of characters for the students to choose from. If you would like to find out more information about Sandra Hanson's workshops or are interested in having her visit your school, you can call her at 1-800-484-1773. Many teachers are finding creative ways to bring history alive. Mrs. Kitely's 4th grade students learned about important people who were all born in the month of February. They brought these characters to life through a play as well, incorporating song and dance with facts about these important people.
This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, age of Aquarius,
A lot of time and effort was put into the play, which was written and directed by Shelley Kitely, and it definitely paid off. The students had a great time, and the audience got to learn about such famous people as Abraham Lincoln, Babe Ruth, Thomas Edison, Susan B. Anthony, and John Glenn. The students had a great time bringing all these famous characters to life, and I'm sure that everyone would agree they did a wonderful job. Music can be a useful and fun tool when it comes to learning. Mrs. Bartle's 3rd grade students took an interesting approach to learning about the Bill of Rights.
Hello, my name is Darian Russell, and this is Zach Thompson from Mrs. Bartle's 5th grade classroom from Crowell Elementary.
In our class, we've been studying about our country's history. In 1787, the Constitution of the United States of America was adopted.
The Constitution gave the federal government much power, so several states demand that 10 amendments be added to guarantee individual rights for citizens.
4 years later, these amendments were added to this Constitution. These became known as the Bill of Rights.
The Bill of Rights ratified in 1791, the Bill of Rights had just begun. With amendments numbered 1 to 10, it protects the rights of all Americans. The First Amendment you will seek is freedom to assemble peaceably, freedom of speech and the right to pray, freedom of the press to use each day. Safety is important, says number 2. The right to keep weapons was given to you. The housing of soldiers is Amendment 3. They can only do this in times of emergency. Illegal search and seizure is number 4. Warrant is needed to come in your door. It secures your home and your property. This amendment protects both you and me. If you are caught or charged with a crime, due process of law is given each time. Amendments 5, 6, 7, and 8 assure a fair trial that's really first rate. The framers of the bill had soon concluded that other rights had been excluded, so they wrote down Amendments 9 and 10, giving the rights to the states and to all men. The Bill of Rights is a treasure to hold. The beliefs of today were the beliefs of old. It's our foundation for liberty and helps us hold on to our democracy. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common events, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our prosperity. Do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. From notes of James Madison, 1787.
Fourscore 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent
A new nation conceived in liberty, dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Abraham Lincoln, 1863.
Every morning, students say the Pledge of Allegiance. Kroll Elementary School students also have a school song. The third grade students in Mr. Maher's class do both, along with a special pledge that Mr. Maher came up with. The class recites both the Pledge of Allegiance and the school song along with the school as they announce them over the TV. Then the class turns around and recites the special pledge.
As a
PA student, I believe that I can be a good student. I believe that if I work hard, I will succeed. Therefore, I will work hard each day to do my best. I can learn, I will learn.
nice job, very good.
Teachers use their creativity in a variety of ways. Mrs. Trask, a 5th grade teacher at Kroll Elementary School, teaches her students a skill that she learned as a child. On nice days, the students go outside to play double Dutch jump rope. The students take turns jumping, with Mrs. Trask and other students encouraging them on. Even Mrs. Trask takes a turn.
My name is Mrs. Trask, and this is my 5th grade class at Howard D. Kroll School. And when I was a little girl, I grew up in New Jersey, and we had a lot of fun on the playground with jump roping. And my favorite was what we call double Dutch jump roping, which is the 2 ropes spinning at the same time. And there were certain tricks and games that we played. First of all, you had to learn how to jump in the rhythm of the rope, and then our next goal was to get in and out of the ropes without the ropes stopping. And then we started working on different tricks, like spinning around and touching the ground, and we had all sorts of games, and we even did leapfrog, and then we would jump on one foot. And so when I started teaching, I thought it'd be fun to introduce this to some of the kids in my class, and it's always amazing to see which students really can catch on quickly. And a couple of my students would like to say a few things about how they felt about the game.
Hi, my name's Ashley Fagan from Mrs. Trask's class, and I would like to say that you need to be able to keep a steady pace with the jumpers, and once you get good enough, you can do tricks.
I'm Brianne Lindsay, and I jump, and I just want to say it's really fun, and you have to keep going to keep a good pace. And here's Ashley.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and I think double Dutch jump roping is really challenging.
I'm Kevin Tyler, and double Dutching is hard until you start knowing how to jump, and then it's really fun.
I think double Dutch is challenging when you start, but once you get the rhythm of double Dutch, I think you'd enjoy jumping because of the challenge. You're doing something different, not just regular jumping.
Hi, my name's Laura Bartle, and double Dutch jump rope came from China. All jump roping came from China.
Hi, I'm Courtney Grant, and to me double Dutch is a fun game, but it is hard to learn. About 3 weeks ago I learned how to jump 5 times, and sometimes I still can't even jump that many times. If you want to learn double Dutch, just keep on practicing because it is hard to learn.
Hi, I'm James Woolman, and I think double Dutch jump roping is fun because of the challenge.
Hi, I'm Anna Stringer, and once you learn how to do it, it's not going to be that hard, and it's really fun once you get to learn tricks.
Hi, I'm Nicole Nutt, and I wanted to say that I think double Dutch jump rope is really fun, plus it's hard because I'm still trying to beat 4.
That's a challenge, isn't it? Okay. I think one of the hardest things with double Dutch jumping is to get some twirlers. The people who swing the ropes, it really makes a difference. We have found in our class that if you don't have people who can keep a good steady beat and can keep the ropes going, that it makes it hard for the jumpers. So it's really almost a team sport. You need 3 people, and as soon as these guys get good, I'm going to get a longer rope, and we're going to have some games where you can get 4 and 5 people all in the ropes at the same time.
Also, I'd like to say one other thing. Our teacher, when she was a little girl, had a record of 600 jumps in double Dutch.
Everyone knows that teachers put in a lot of time, creativity, and effort to help educate students and make things fun for them. One thing that people may not realize is how much parents are involved. Everyone gets a chance to see their hard work and dedication, though, at events like Family Fun Night. Kimball Elementary School hosted Family Fun Night that offered several activities for the family. Local band Double Play performed throughout the night as families got together and danced. There was an ice cream social, as well as a raffle throughout the night. Many prizes were raffled off, including books, soccer supplies, and one lucky kid won a Pokemon t-shirt. PTA President Tracy Downing says that a lot of work went into putting it together. Many parents worked together to coordinate the event, which appeared to be a hit with all the family members, including the little ones. Michigami Elementary School also hosted a Family Fun Night. Students brought their families to participate in a couple of activities. They had a very animated storyteller.
There used to be a nightmare in my closet. Before going to bed, I always close the front door. How many of you do that?
After the stories, kids and parents played games that they brought from home. Although families and friends talked and had a good time, most kids enjoyed spending special time with their own families. After the games, they had an ice cream social. Many of the families expressed how much they liked the event.
This is a wonderful event. Everybody gets together. Some families are kind of split up right now as kids go off and play with their friends. We're having a wonderful time. This is my lovely wife over here, Julie. Will you say hi?
Hello.
Hi. And we've got some friends here tonight, and we're having a great time in Shigami listening to stories, having popcorn, and pop ice cream soon to come.
Selling popcorn over there, and we already heard stories, and we're having a real good time.
The coolest part of the day was the reading and the ice cream social.
Hello, I am from Michigami School, and we are having an ice cream social, and it's a blast. Thank you.
Well, everyone seemed to be enjoying themselves. PTA President Debbie Campbell was very pleased with the turnout.
This event started 2 years ago as a family fun night with the games, and was suggested by another parent, and it just continues to grow. We had a lot of help setting up today, and as you can see, there's a lot of help with the serving and everything for this evening. We had 240 people sign up for it, so I think we're pretty close to that.
Both schools had a very large turnout, and it looked as though everyone had a wonderful time. March is Reading Month at Kimball Elementary School, and to celebrate, they had a very special guest come and talk to the students. Students took part in the Spring into Reading Assembly, which was organized by Kathy Felitz. A member of the Port Huron Border Cats hockey team spoke to the children and had some important things to say.
I couldn't work for, follow my dream of working for a sports team, if I didn't read, go to college, because it gives you a lot more options. You further your education, and, you better yourself, and it always gives you more opportunities. Do whatever you want, whether it be, whatever profession you want to get into, you have to be able to read pretty well.
Do you remember how fun it was as a kid to use your mom's kitchen utensils to bang on pots and pans? Well, it still is fun, and when put together in a band, can make some pretty good music. Second grade students at Kroll Elementary School had the chance to hear some interesting sounds of the Kitchen Band, a group of senior citizens who came together to perform songs with ordinary kitchen utensils.
I always ask, and you know this, of what the children think that senior citizens are. And one of the reasons they get some of the different answers is because we have a good citizen here. We have a citizen every month. So they kind of get that a little bit confused with what senior citizens are. And my answers in my room were someone who's good all year with no demerits. The children get demerits if they're bad. So you haven't had any demerits if you're a senior citizen. Someone who is not a troublemaker in the class. A person who never did. You have some. A person who never did bring back his homework. Senior citizens are good. I thought you'd agree with that. Someone who is a good citizen last month.
Cooking never sounded so good. That's all for this edition of School Biz. I'm Maureen Large. Have a good evening.